Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or possibly for the first time.
We're back. We're better than ever. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But we are.
It's the same as ever.
Same as ever. Same as ever for the old steady Eddie Chip and Cern here, coming hot off the. Some say the greatest Pokemon weekend there ever was.
Oh.
That's the word on the street, at least in my case.
The greatest Pokemon day ever.
So, as we recapped last episode, we had an IRL in real life meetup.
That's right. Not just virtual.
Not just virtual here. We drove, me and the kids loaded up the Tesla, blasted over on the working side of Highway 37. They were repaving the westbound.
Were they paving a new lane?
Fortunately, no. It's just the same one lane they have had for
50 fucking years. Who cares? Those who don't know, Highway 37 is a nightmare.
Yeah, it basically connects like Marin County to Vallejo, and it kind of cuts across this wetland, but it's a 2-lane highway. Or like one lane each way, and the
bottlenecks in a hurry.
It just bottlenecks, and it's a bad.
Like you have to hit that thing at like midnight or 4 in the morning. You know, that's your smooth. Between 10 p.m. and 4 in the morning, you can cruise through that. Otherwise, you are stuck.
It's gonna take you. Yeah, I mean, I have spent an hour on that section, and I know Cern has, but I also have driven it, coming back from your house at 12:30 at night and just blasted right there. Take 15 minutes?
Yeah.
With no traffic?
With no traffic. Yeah. So it's like, I remember when I'd go to your house when we used to drive it at night, it was like, well, I'm not leaving my house till 6 because I'll hit there around 7 or 7:30, and then it'd be, even then it was still a little bit like, but it wasn't so dicey, bad, but it could be like, I can be at Chipper's house in like, hour and 15?
Yep.
But then if it's midday, it's easy two and a half.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. But the night before, we got all of our Pokemon cards assembled here. The kids got their stuff, wanted to make sure it was all primed for viewing and everything.
Yeah. They had some collections going.
And so we went over. We made good time.
Yeah, you did.
Right on the mark there. And immediately when we got there, my son's like, "Are we going to the card store?" He's itching to get some packs. And it was great to see you and the family as usual. And they dove right into the cards, checking them out.
Jeffrey's stash that he had left.
It was honestly, I feel like they were almost like overwhelmed because it was just so much. It was like an Amazon box. There were boxes that were full of cards and were just loose cards. There was other cards. Then, I mean, it was so many cards. Your wife made these great little baskets for the kids with some Pokeball drink thing and Pokemon Pez and all sorts of stuff.
Little pins and stuff that Jeffrey had. He's like, "Oh, I don't want this." Like he's throwing stuff. I was like, "All right, just throw it in the
stickers." So
I always said, if there's two, like, because he had he had something I can't remember what it was. It was like one, and I was like, no, just leave that out.
So we did that. Your son showed off his impressive collection. So many Pokemon cards.
He's got some years on the kids.
I was gonna say when I was sorting through these, we'll get to in a few minutes, I'm sure. I'm like, there's some older, a lot of variety in here.
Yeah, it's like, he's like rattling off. Oh, this is my 2015s. These are my 2016s. I'm like, okay.
Wow. And then you had the pizza oven going. We had some great Zaws.
Yes.
And then we couldn't hold the kids off any longer. We had to
go to
the card
store. Now, what do they think of the card shop?
I think it was a little bit lost on them, potentially. I think they were just really excited about the cards, just getting the packs, which they immediately. Now, I'll say we usually go to the store and I'll do 2 to 3 packs. That's how much they get. They just walked up and they were like, here's 5 packs I want. I'm like, what? I'm like, when did this go from what we normally do to, I think that the night before my son was like, it's going to be the best day ever tomorrow. I'm like, it is going to be a pretty good day.
They have a selection. They have quite a selection of.
So that was the thing. They had a lot of the older
Sword and Shield, yeah.
Yeah, Sword and Shield sets, which we don't have at our shop. We only have the newest Scarlet Violet ones. So that was cool that they could get the different, something that they haven't.
The yellow border.
Yeah, yellow bordered ones.
The Vs. I think those have Vs in it.
The Vs, they got a couple Vs there. And then they had a great selection of singles, which my kids are starting to bug me about getting the singles. And I'm like, they're having a hard, I think, I'm like, well, you can get one single for like $10 or you can get 2 packs,
Yeah, Jeffrey still has a problem with that because he's still like, there'll be a card he really wants. And I'm like, all right, you can get that or you can get the packs. And he's like, he's both? Torn because he's all about the chase, right?
Yes.
He's all about, I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm going to go with the odds here. You're not going to pull that. But.
Yes. But you could get a cool card. And so we were there and I gave the kids a budget in the singles. So they picked out some stuff.
Some
rainbow ones, which is cool. I'm glad they got that. And on the way home, my daughter's like, do we think we could do the budget thing every time we go to the card store? I'm like, okay. I'm like, sure.
Now, I think we have a schedule of another IRL meeting down at your place sometime, right?
We do. It's, that is Mother's Day, potentially.
Oh, that's right.
Coming up soon.
Couple weeks.
Weeks, potentially, for a little hike action. And then there is a store called Beauty Heroes that my wife is a big fan of. And I said, you and Robin can go to that store and we'll go to the Pokemon store.
Yes.
Because it's on the same strip.
Jeffrey, when you guys left, he's like sitting there thinking, he's like, oh, I have these Vs. I heard Sonny, they really like the Vs. I have a bunch that I don't want. And I was like, well, we could have gave it to him. I was like, oh, we'll see him in a couple of weeks. Yeah. So he'll be bringing some Vs.
More. Wow. And then when we went to the card store, they informed us that there was a card convention in Sacramento where
fuck.
I mean, if we would have known that, we probably would have just gone there. That would have been mind blowing.
Jeffrey's friend was saying I went to the card convention in Sacramento. I was like, son of a bitch.
Wow.
And he's like, they had everything. I said, what do you mean by everything? Because, this is a 12-year-old. He's like, they had everything. They had every card you can think of. He goes, they even had the original base set. I was like, packs? He's like, yeah. I was like,
$300-$400 each?
$400 a pop. I was like, oh, fuck.
Wow.
I was like, I don't know if I can dance with that devil. That is a chase.
I mean, if you open it and it's just trash Caterpie and stuff, if you hit a foil, are you breaking even?
I think it depends on which one.
I guess, yeah. You want the Charizard because then that's the
Charizard. I think the Mewtwo or whatever the hell it is. Those would be the
big ones. But they had a great time, and your son, he was searching the couch cushions for any sort of money there, and he sprung for a box.
He did spring for a box. He was taking back. We took back the cans, like I said.
Okay. Yep.
Because we save them, and then I'd gotten some watches that my grandma didn't want. I was like, I don't know what to do with this fucking shit. I was like, I guess like I don't really want. It's not worth slinging on eBay or doing that nonsense. I was like, all right, let's just. I was like, my wife's like, can you just pawn them or like sell them at the pawn store? I was like, I've never done that. I said, might as well, you know. So I
what
went down
was the pawn shop like?
It was
just random shit all over the place, basically.
So I went to this. So the closest one is in Orangevale, which is like 10 minutes away. So I went there, and the door was locked, and I was like, So like couldn't figure out how to get in. Like I had to buzz in or something. But so I called the number. I was like, hey, you open? The guy answered. He's like, yeah, I'm at the barber store next door. I'm actually cutting hair. And I was like, okay. He's like, just hold on a second. Let me finish it with this customer, and I'll come get you. And I was like, okay. So he came and got me after he cut some hair.
So he owns a barber shop and a pawn shop next door to each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So, it was a bunch of like, he had a lot of like watches and coins and
guitars and shit. And
he had a whole bunch of weird shit. It was just like a bunch of random stuff. He was really nice. And then like, he's like, all right, well, I'll give you like, I guess one of them had like, this is like 10 karat gold. And this like, he was like rattling off. Yeah. He had his little jeweler's loop.
Loop thing.
Shit. He's like, I'll give you $120 for it. Is that okay? I was like, sure. I don't know.
You're like, I don't fucking know. Did he go pawn it or sell it?
Yeah, that's what he said. You pawning or are you selling? I was like, I'm selling. He's like, okay. He like pulled out this fat wad of cash just in his pocket. He must have had like $5,000 of just like it was like just wad.
Just 20s and 100s.
Just peeled off and just said, here you go. And I was like, cool. And that was it.
So how is he? I guess he makes money if someone pawns it and never comes back.
And then I'm sure it was worth more than whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure it was only like, I'm sure it was all worth.
So he's gonna like put it up for $500 or something. Probably.
Yeah, something like that. You know, whatever. I mean, it wasn't. He could deal with the headache, not me.
Yeah.
I just got it. I was like, I don't know what to fucking do with this.
And do people go to pawn shops to like look? I guess it's kind of like almost like a antique store a little bit. Like
that's the feel it had because it had like a case of stuff. You could buy stuff there too. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a little weird.
Interesting.
I mean, it was right next to the hair place, and then right next door to like a liquor store, which is classic. You know.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Yeah. How many people do you think go in, pawn, and then right next door?
I'm going to say it's got to be at least 70%.
It's got to be up pretty high. You should be like, hey, you want any bulk Pokemon cards? How much for the bulk?
So then, so he had his cash ready to go.
Nice.
So that's his plan now. He's trying to, he was looking up that, he was upset that, we missed the Sacramento one.
Yeah.
He's like, is there another one coming? So I looked it up. I was like, well, there's the next one's it's called East Bay. He's like, where's that? And I was like, it's in Concord. Oh, how far is that? I was like, it's not that far. It's like an hour and change.
It'd probably take us both the same amount of time to get over there.
Oh, yeah. Robin's already like, we'll just stay the night. We'll just go down there and stay the night.
Wow.
And I looked, I was like, oh, good thing it's in a hotel.
Oh.
She's like, I was like, I'll just wake up and walk down to the convention.
You won't be able to find your son. He'll be like in line number 1.
It'd be like the door inside the hotel room would be like when they bury somebody alive and there's like claw marks at the fucking door.
So he in the shop that you went to, they rung the price up and then he goes cash or card and you're like, cash. He's like, hold on a second.
I'll drop
some good 10% off of that.
Yep.
I was like, nice. Cash is king, baby.
So that's what he was. That's what he's hoping for. He was like, do you think we could save so he's doing like this, 12-year-old math. He's like, so we were able to get $50.
Yeah.
So if we did that every day we can get like $5,000 for. I was like, what are you pawning, bro?
Yeah. He's gonna start stealing stuff out of his brother's room. It's like, where did my old laptop go?
Yeah, I know.
And that card shop had it was different than ours because it had sports cards, which we don't have. And they clearly, there was a couple people working. They were like shipping and receiving, like shipping slaps, you know, graded cards and different packs and stuff. They clearly had a whole operation going that one of the guys
they do eBay with. They do whatnot.
Damn, they got a whole, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, because he does like I was asking the owner once because he was like making his own like boxes, like he does like hot boxes, like where he like puts the box, you know, he puts the cards and, you know, you can hit a big card or not a big card. Or, he had one, like he was showing me, like he bought, this is a while back. Oh, I went out and bought, I spent, what did he tell me? Like fucking like 30 grand on cards. And I was like
a huge lot that somebody was getting rid of.
Oh yeah. But he had like 101s and he had some crazy ass cards.
Wow.
I was like, God damn. Like he had one. It was like the guy for the Wembanyama, the guy for the Spurs, the rookie. He had like
the giant dude.
Yeah. He had like a 101 or something, like black something or other label, or I don't know what it was. And I mean, he said, I have that one in the back. And I was like, oh,
he doesn't even bring it out.
No, you gotta, like, there was a guy. Oh, I was in there with Joe and somebody was asking about it. This was back.
Ooh.
And the guy was like, oh, I saw you posted it like on eBay or something. You got it here? Like he was getting kind of weird. And the guy's like, yeah, I got it here. I'm not bringing it out. Like kind of a thing.
Whoa.
It's in a safe. Like it was the guy was getting kind of weird.
Yeah. Asking way too many fucking questions about it.
It caught my attention, and like I looked over and I looked at Joe, and Joe was like staring at him like, are we about to be part of like,
is this guy going to armed robbery, dude? So
the guy left. He was just asking or whatever, and then he left, and then Joe said like, that was kind of weird. And the guy's like, I'm not, it's all right.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry. I protect the small business around here. No one's going to come rip me off.
It's got a piece.
I got protection back here. Let's just say that. And I was like,
oh
okay.
Boy. Oh, okay.
I was like, well, I wouldn't want to, I don't want to be in the OK Corral shootout when I'm trying to find some Pokemon cards.
Trying to score a Charizard, not a fucking stray from some old Western, you know, like gunslingers. Oh man. But they had a whole, I mean, they were flush. I also, my wife's like, did you get him some cool stuff for giving you all that? I'm like, I totally fucking forgot.
Oh,
so now we got to get some because I know he's chasing something, but
he's always chasing something.
He bought 36 packs in the box and blasted through them in no time.
Oh yeah, he blew through it.
He had a couple good hits though. I think that was exciting.
Yeah, he was jazzed about that one card, the girl sleeping on the couch.
Oh yeah, kind of a weird one, but
apparently people like it. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
He was like, so I was like, okay, so this card's a good one. He's like, yeah. I was like, so if we go to the card convention in Concord, you bring this one to trade? He's like, yeah, I don't want it.
Oh, nice. Okay. But you could probably do that at the store too, I would guess, right?
Yeah, but I think the
convention's probably going to be
they'll give you a little bit better rate. Yeah, because he's, because they'll flip it and they'll grade it and they'll do whatever, He has one. It's like,
oh, he told me this is his most valuable one.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's a trainer card. He doesn't love it. It's like a Lily.
Yeah,
it's the one that's like $400 raw or whatever it is. But if you hit 10, it's like 1,500 or something like that.
Damn, is he going to try to send it in?
Yeah, I think he is. He's like, what? Do we send it in? I was like, I said, we'll talk to the guy at the store because they'll send it in for you. I'm sure they'll charge you whatever it is.
Yeah.
But he also will. He's like, I'll clean the card and.
Oh.
And I'll look at it. I'll tell you if he's like, I've been doing this so long, I could tell you what you're going to get.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's yeah. At least have him take a look at it, like, because if you send it in, it's like comes back like a 6.
Yeah,
you might as well like break the slab open.
Yep, that's what I said. Because he's like, what if it comes back? I said, crack it open, and because it'll be less than what is raw. So just crack it open, and take it out of the sleeve and sell it.
That's kind of funny that it would be less than that, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, we came home. I would say the kids 2 to 3x'd their collection overnight. And we haven't even really, my son was like, he's 5, and he's like, this was going to take us an hour to go through everything. I'm like, it really will take us multiple. I think it took me an hour and a half to go through it all by myself, pretty much, because the kids got bored pretty quick.
Yeah.
But we separated it out. We went, shinies, energies, and trainers. We kind of
there you go.
Separated it out. But we haven't even gotten to dividing it up because it's so like, I'm like, I don't know. What do we have? A draft? I mean, the stack of shinies is like
draft.
the stack of shiny cards is there's probably a box worth of just shinies.
Oh yeah, that's something he's like,
yeah.
He's in for one thing. Now, Chipper, you fell victim to the full art, secret art rare.
Yes, I did, because he came out. He was showing me stuff like, oh, look at this. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I know what a full art is. Like, that part makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's just a full.
But I was like, oh, is this a rare full art? And he goes, no, it's an illustrator rare. Special.
Yeah, special illustration rare. SIR. He I think he usually abbreviates with me, but I think he was trying to, secret art.
Dumb it down for me.
Well, because even when I do that, he goes, that's an SIR. I'm like, what the fuck? I have to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So, yeah, I did not. I couldn't tell. Give me a full rare and then the other one, and like I don't know if I could really tell you.
Trainer gallery. I mean, it's like,
yeah.
And he's like, it has a trainer in it. But then there's another one that had a trainer in it. And he's like, no, this is a secret art rare. Like, but it has a trainer. It's like, yeah, but that one's different. I'm like, how?
How? So, yeah, looking. I mean, had a great time. The kids had a blast. We stopped at In-N-Out on the way home. They had a great time. Took us a little bit to get back home, but overall, major W.
The spa probably gave them a nice relaxing sleep.
Yeah, the spa that was good. They were in there and they had 3 rounds of snow cones. I think in there. And I looked at my son's cup. He just had like 2 inches of just floating juice, like the snow cone. I'm like, oh my God.
I saw that. I was like, I saw the cup later. I was like, is this yours, Jeffrey? He's like, no. I was like, oh, Sonny had probably had he just had syrup.
Like purple. His teeth were just purple. Yeah, I was not looking to make sure they were being good with the syrup. They probably wouldn't heavy-handed on it.
Yeah, that's one day.
But okay. Yeah, it's fine. So, yeah, great to see your wife as well. She wants to come over, do some hiking, so we might get together for Mother's Day. Sounds like
sweet.
So that'd be good. Yeah, I saw your recent projects. It's been a while since I've been over to the house. I think probably maybe like a year. Is that really? Probably. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
It's too long. But fucking busy.
I know. Fucking work.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's called work in life.
I haven't even gotten in the spa, I don't think.
Oh, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah. Your backyard I forgot how idyllic it is because for some reason there's no mosquitoes around and it's very well shaded. So in the July summer, it still is going to, I mean, it'll be warm, but it won't be unbearable.
Like in the middle of the day, it's like, it's good. The air is hot, but
yeah.
But when like 5 o'clock hits, 6 o'clock hits, and the sun starts to go down, it's like perfect. Like,
oh man. Nice. Yeah. And your son's lost a few reptiles. My daughter, we're taught like, oh, he's got a snake and
I kicked the bucket. I don't know what happened. It wasn't eaten. We were trying everything. It
seems like snake would be maybe hard to tell that it died. Because it's just still laying there. Like it's always laying there.
It was weird. It was like my nightmare every week because it wouldn't eat. So this fucking rat was like alive, and then it would kill it, and then I'd have to remove this dead rat with my hands. It was like, it was the worst.
Wait, he would kill the rat, but he wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, it was weird.
How would he? He would just like strangle it
and let it go, and then just curl back up. And I was like, what the hell's going on?
Oh man, he's like a depressed snake.
And I asked the guy, I asked like, hey, what's going on? Like, oh, you just got to keep trying to feed it. Eventually they'll eat. And it went on for almost a year. It wouldn't eat for a year, and it was alive.
That's maybe. Did you use a different color mouse? Maybe
no,
a white one, a black one.
I think it's when we it did okay, but when we moved, I think the whole move and everything else just wasn't driving with it.
Yeah, wow.
It was like a nightmare.
Is your son kind of over the reptiles a little bit, or no? He's still.
Oh no, he wants another snake. He was talking about another hognose snake, and I was like, oh okay. I looked, I was like, oh, small. I was like, okay. And I was asking the guy. He hasn't got it yet, but we're talking. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, what do they eat? Like crickets or something like that? He's like, no. When they're small, you got to feed them little pinky mice. I was like, God damn it!
Like baby mice.
Yeah, I was like, this is the worst.
Can he get an animal that doesn't have to eat a mouse?
That's what I'm saying. That's my number one fear. Those nasty little things.
And you're gonna get little baby
mice?
Ones. That's like that's like cruel almost.
I'm gonna tell the guy, like, can I eat it? Can they be frozen or something? Because
pop them out a little ice cube.
God damn.
Well, not as cruel as did you hear the story about this fucking congresswoman that shot her dog?
Oh, yeah, what the hell? Because it wasn't a bang or whatever it was?
What is now I have to look it up.
Somewhere in the Midwest, I think.
Yeah, shooting dog. Noam is her name. Noam. Christy Noam. Oh boy. Okay, where should we? Let's go to the AP News here. What do they say? Oh, okay. South Dakota governor. Oh God, governor. Holy shit. And potential Trump running mate writes a new book about killing her dog.
Admits to it.
Jesus.
Brazenly.
She potential running mate for Trump. She has a new book. She writes about killing an unruly dog and a smelly goat. So her soon-to-be released book, No Going Back, The Truth on What's Wrong with Politics and How We Move Forward. Kind of a wordy title. In it, she tells the story of her ill-fated Cricket, a 14-month-old wire-haired pointer, so like a puppy. She was training for pheasant hunting. She writes, according to the Guardian, this is on apnews.com, the tale was included to show her willingness to do anything difficult, messy, and ugly if it had to be done.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, wow. In the book, she writes that she took Cricket out on a hunting trip with older dogs in hopes of calming down the wild puppy. Instead, Cricket chased the pheasants while having the time of her life. On the way home from the hunting trip, she wrote that she stopped to talk to the family. Cricket got out of the truck, attacked and killed some of the family's chickens, then bit the governor. Oh my gosh. I hated that dog. It was untrainable. At that moment, I realized I had to put her down. Oh my gosh. She led the dog to a gravel pit and killed her.
Wow. Did away with like old Yeller.
Jesus. Oh, and then her daughter asked, hey, where's Cricket? After the school bus dropped off the kid. Whoa. That's, I don't know. I mean, of course, if this was fucking Obama, if a story came out that Obama shot his dog.
Oh my God.
He would be skewered.
Yeah.
But this came out and people are, I'm sure the Republicans are,
that's right, a really dog. It's like,
I don't know, shooting a 14-month-old puppy.
It's like a pheasant hunting. Now it's killing a chicken. It's kind of like,
isn't that
mixed messages?
Yeah. It's like a bad dog for chasing that bird, but you're supposed to chase this bird. It's got a different tail, see? Yeah, that's a little... And then to include it in the book...
That's just brazen.
And yeah, that's interesting.
You sent me that one article about the guy who got drunk and decided to go kick a fucking bison.
He kicked a bison, a buffalo, which also seems regrettable.
Have you seen them in real life?
Yeah,
they're fucking huge.
I don't know. I mean, my general rule with animals, one, don't fuck with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just it doesn't matter if they're big or small or whatever.
Yeah, you should just because they're wild. You don't know. I mean,
it's still a beast. 2, if it's bigger than you and it has fucking horns and can gore your ass, definitely don't fuck with it.
Yeah. Not only bigger than you, but probably outweighs you. It's probably like the size of a car.
Oh yeah. Don't. I mean, I've been drunk before. I don't think I've done stupid shit. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not trying to. Don't worry. Cerny can attest. I can get my wife on here. She can attest. But I've not tried to kick an animal, let alone a fucking bison.
I know that's. That's what I think. Like, how drunk? I don't even know. I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world that could convince me that I'm like I'm gonna go into a herd of bison. I'm gonna go fucking kick one.
Have I walked down the street holding a keg with Cerny in my underwear?
Yes, we've done that.
Totally.
Have we said stuff regrettably? Absolutely. Almost every time.
Have I made a complete ass of myself multiple times? Obviously.
Yes.
Have I kicked a bison? No.
It wasn't even on the top of my list of the things to do.
No, definitely not. Same thing with cows. I wouldn't, cows, I feel like they're not an aggressive seeming animal. They don't have horns or anything, but still when they're still bigger.
So when I was little, 5, I would say, my grandparents had cows, and one of them just had a calf, and we were looking at it, and I tripped and fell into the fence.
Electric fence?
No, it was just the regular, whatever. I just stumbled, tripped, and fell, and it scared the calf. Now, from my point of view, I just fell, and all I can hear is my dad say, "Oh shit!" And then he picked me up and was running full speed away, and I look up and there's this fucking cow running out the fence
to buck your ass.
Yeah.
Mama calf.
Yeah,
Mama calf.
I remember and my dad he was hauling.
Wow.
He had James. James was probably when I was 5. James was 2.
Oh yeah.
So he had me on one shoulder and James on the other, and he was running.
Looked like a Heisman, probably.
Yeah. He's like, whoa! I remember going, holy shit! And I was like, I remember kind of confused. I was like, what? And he's like, it was charging. And I was like, oh. I said, why? He's like, because you scared him. I was like, well, yeah. I didn't mean to. I just fucking fell.
I don't. What did we have growing up? We didn't really have cows were nearby, but we didn't get into any of that. Just dogs.
No cow tipping or nothing like that.
Definitely wasn't shooting our dog after it chased a chicken around.
No.
Only
get hit,
gravel pit.
Only got hit with a paintball once.
Yeah, accidentally, and that was Tony. Yeah, so that wasn't even us.
Yeah, so it was a. I don't think he meant to. It was just it was just crossfire. It was just
and it was one of these things I think the dog
running through the battlefield.
Yeah, it was. It was going. and it was because the dog, when we were trying to hide in the backyard, the dog would come over to your hiding spot. Kind of blows the cover and it's like, get away, get out of here, go Socks. Smokey forgot Socks, I think. Go, get out of here, and then. And it just took one paintball to the tail. And
it was just a tail too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Jeffrey has this, your kids got to shoot at this.
Oh yeah. The Nerf,
Orby blaster. So they kind of sting. They don't.
Yeah. I caught a ricochet and it hurt.
Yeah. It's I got shot. I was like, oh, okay. And I remember Jeffrey's like, so is this what a paintball feels like? I said, no. You would cry. He's like,
I remember when we played paintball, you wore pants and a long sleeve shirt and a jacket.
A military jacket, those thick ones. And you would still, I would still come back and my elbow would be bleeding or your shins usually.
Yeah. And you would get hit and you're like, fuck. Because it just stings so bad.
Like hitting the head. That was always a welts in the fucking forehead.
Or the mask, and it would like go through the grates of the mask. And you have pain all over your teeth.
No, my wife couldn't understand. She's like, why would you play? I said, it was fun. She's like, that doesn't sound fun. I was like, you don't want to get shot. That's the total. Yes. You really don't want to get shot.
And it was also like, I would have, you and Joe we would be on a team, first my brother and like two of his friends.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then that was the real fun because, team up on a bunch of little kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you trying to shoot him execution style that one time he shot you in the shins after we called timeout.
Oh yeah.
He was like, call
for
your mom.
Or
no. Yeah, he was calling, he was begging, he was crying. Like he's actually going to lose his life right there.
We spared him. He was spared.
Yeah, I think your mom was coming to the door and yell at us to play nice. Oh, yeah. He's like, Mom. And we were like, Mom. You're like, quit calling. It's going to make it worse.
Going to make it worse for you. Oh, man. But I remember, I think you had to be 18 to get the equipment. I think that was very prohibitive from us from playing a lot.
Yeah.
Because you had to like get your parents to do it. If you have to get your parents to transact for you, then it's really
a pain in the ass. And I can see why. I remember driving Tony. And
you should definitely keep paintball guns out of the hands of.
And he was messing around and shot the fucking gun, and it went off, and it had a bullet in the chamber, and the paint exploded in the car. It was
oh my god!
He almost shot Dana square in the fucking face. It was like holy shit.
Yeah, and you could really...
I almost crashed because I didn't even know, like, bang! Like, there's paint everywhere. What the hell's going on? I didn't know it was loaded.
No trigger discipline. Put the safety on, first of all.
I don't even know why you pulled it out.
Yeah, why?
He was in the back seat.
My parents still probably have the one that we got. I remember they had... you had to carry the air canister around. It was really heavy.
Yeah, it was.
But they had carbon fiber. Remember, they had like special like carbon fiber woven ones that were really expensive. That's what you needed the CO2, so you'd have to get that filled somewhere, and then the balls, and those two things together, you had to be 18 to make that happen. Yeah, and that was just really, it required a lot of planning.
Yeah, it did, because you'd have to like my dad would go with me, it's cool, whatever.
Go to Walmart or whatever, and
we used to go. Like, they used to have paintball stores. Like, they used to have.
I never went to one of those.
Yeah, they had one over here. They had like a whole store where you can get like, they had some crazy shit. I remember like, you can get the spider gun, and it was like, but it was like $1,500, something crazy. I was like,
damn,
I'm not sponsored, so I don't need that.
And I'm sure we got just the cheapest. Like, what's the most quantity of paintballs you can get for the lowest dollar?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we want.
Like remember they had the bag?
Yes.
They would have them in like box and stuff, but we'd always get like the bag of like oddballs that was just like, they didn't fly straight.
Yeah. And shit, like fucking the deformed, the sandbags.
Yeah, they're like the range
rejects. You'd shoot them, they would like be going, they wouldn't go very straight.
Like a musket ball.
Musket ball. Yeah, I do. Because you would have to fill the hopper. You would have your hopper. You would have to fill that up.
And you have to fill up a couple canisters. There's nothing worse than when you're like out in the middle of a firefight and it's like,
oh, that's right. You would have
like, oh shit, I'm out. Oh, no. But it lets everybody know because it makes a big hissing noise. Like, oh fuck.
Paintball still happens.
Yeah, I think they still have tournaments and stuff. Remember they had like a behind it wasn't like the Roseville Fairgrounds. They had like a whole
course.
Yeah,
they do a lot of inflatable, like kind of things to hide behind.
Yeah, because I remember one of Joe's friends was like, "Hey, you guys want to come out and be on our team?" I was like, "No," because you guys are like running strategy. I'm just gonna be playing like I play Call of Duty. Just gonna go fucking run and pray.
Yeah, they're like left quadrant people, and doing fucking signs like, go over there. Oh, that's right. They had those big plastic pipes.
Yeah.
That are like 2 feet wide. Let's throw those in the field. That's right. It's a very, it's kind of on the honor system.
Yeah. It's like if you don't call it, then he could be blackballed. I don't know. They were taking it too serious. They're playing for like money and stuff too. I remember.
Yeah, it's too serious.
Like, no, I'm not doing that. No. I'd play once with you guys, and you would probably kick me out mid game and tell me to go home.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get yelled at.
I could see someone trying to think that would be a good team, like a team offsite, team building. It's like, why is everyone teaming up against the manager?
Friendly fire!
I'm on your team. Fucking like Sonny Corleone in the toll booth.
Or Scarface.
Yeah. Oh, man. So what does he do with that little Nerf Orby thing? Just shoot around, just dick around with it?
Yeah, he just dicks around with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the very first, he had it. He's like, okay. The first thing, he was like, going to go outside and shoot it. So I'm ready. And I was following him out there. I said, Jeffrey, don't shoot it over the fence. And then boom, first ball, right over the fence. I was like, over the fence. God damn it. And he's like, what? I said, don't shoot it over the fence. He's like, okay. I said, I don't want to hit the neighbor.
There's like water inside?
Yeah, they're like little Orbeez. They're like little bees, and you drop them in water, and then they swirl up in water.
Okay.
I was like, I don't want to hit the fucking. I don't want like my luck would be like the guy who had to mow his lawn. You fucking shoot him in the back of the head, and I gotta come over and talk to me about it.
A whole problem. You're not looking for any more problems, sir?
No, I'm not.
Same thing.
So he shoots.
Well, you know what's not a problem for us ever is filling fucking 40 minutes of talking.
No, that's easy. That's easy money.
So it's a layup. It's a layup there. NBA playoffs are picking up. LeBron and the Lakers they got bounced.
I did by the Nuggets. No,
Nuggets. Wow.
I didn't. I don't think I've watched one second. I just see it on the crawl or something like on Instagram like the feed like that. LeBron's done or some shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
There was some image of him just like laying down on the court, like arms spread, like kind of like he was dead. Which I thought was pretty funny. But he seems like he's going to be. Is this the end of his contract? He's going to sign some other thing. Isn't that kind of the rumor going around?
Yeah, I don't know. Or he's not going to play, or he is going to play. I don't know.
And his kid is maybe going to play, but also his kid doesn't. His kid's good, but he doesn't. He's not like LeBron Jr. He is LeBron Jr., but he's not.
He's not the second coming of.
Yeah.
It's like he played at like USC.
He had like a heart attack though, right?
Oh yeah, he did.
Some heart issue. Yeah. Scary.
So I don't know. I think he's gonna enter the draft, but he only, they're like he only averaged 10 points a game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, I think LeBron was doing like 65 points a game on average, and
he didn't even play college.
In high school. Yeah. But anyway, so I mean, it sounds like we got another IRL meetup coming up.
That's right.
Another Pokemon situation. So
yeah, he's got some V's.
Please start managing expectations on your end about what this Pokemon store is going to be like, because I'll just tell you right now, it's. I mean, they have packs and they have Elite Trainer boxes and stuff, but it's
oh yeah,
it's not the same.
I mean, anything Pokemon, he'll buy in. He'll just.
They have the most board card games that I've ever seen in one area.
Oh wow!
As well, and they have some like stuffed animal kind of like stuff too.
Oh, okay.
So, maybe he'll be into it. But they don't have a tremendous amount of Pokemon.
Yeah, he's foaming at the mouth for this card show. He's trying to wheel and deal.
I think it'll be a good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll blow the kids' minds because it'll be table after table after table of like
just
yeah.
When I was talking to Jeffrey's friend and he was telling me about it, I was like, okay, so was there? I was just like quizzing him. I was like,
yeah,
was there the Giratina alt art, which I know is like $700? He's like, yeah, this one guy had 4 of them. I was like,
4?
I was like, shit.
So these are just other card shops or kind of like big personal collectors, and they just bring their shit here and sling it.
Because he was like, I was there the first day, and there were a bunch of the card dealers. He's like, I guess they were dealing amongst themselves first before they let the.
Oh yeah, of course.
But so it's like $10 to get in, but if you're 12 and under, it's free.
Okay.
I was like, okay, so Jeffrey, you get it for free. I'll pay my $10.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And then
seems like a worthy investment.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him run wild. He may. Yeah. I might have to bring in like a defibrillator or something because he may just fucking have a heart attack right on the spot.
It will be. I think there will be so much opportunity for transacting. He'll be very excited.
Yeah, he loves he's in that thrill too. Where it's like, if I give you this plus $5, I get this. You know, he's gonna want that shit.
Nice. Well, that about does it for this week, folks.
Yes, sir.
Another pokey-centric episode, but hey, it's what we're about at the moment.
That's right.
That's what we talk about. So
everything Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, till next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.